Welcome to the cityCURRENT Show. I'm your host, Andrew Bartolotta. We're always honored to bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making an impact, empowering the good in our community and around the globe. And today we're getting our dancing shoes on and talking about the upcoming Dancing with the Nashville Stars competition, benefiting Feed America First, with one of the teams, our own Nashville Market President, Kelly Meyers, and her professional director of National Dance Clubs, Franklin, Chris Rose. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thanks, Andrew. So excited.
Absolutely. We've been talking about this for months, it seems. It's so much fun. Kelly's been really working hard with you, Chris. Kelly, talk about why you decided to get involved with Feed America First and give us a little bio on what Feed America First does in our community.
Absolutely. So everybody knows that, especially in the Nashville area, we've experienced tons of growth here, very prosperous, lots of jobs. And so I think that's kind of the reputation that we've got. But behind the scenes, there is still a huge amount of hunger issues here in our area, which you wouldn't think about. That's such a basic need, but the need for food support within our community is huge. And so Feed America First, basically their mission is to provide food to those that feed the hungry. So they rescue between 1 and 4 million pounds of food every single month. They get large-scale food distributions from manufacturers, from farms, from other retailers, and then they provide food to over 200 partner agencies in the region. And the other thing that's amazing about Feed America First is that the money and the food stay right here in Middle Tennessee. So every dollar that you give is actually feeding our neighbors right here in our own backyard. So I think that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to get involved, because all of the impact is local. And, you know, cityCURRENT, part of our mantra is creating those relationships. And I love that they have relationships with all these other agencies. And so they support one another. And so to me, it was just a natural fit, and to share the message with our audience and all of our contacts here in Nashville was just a great opportunity.
Well, I love that they really are, their mission is all about collective impact and bolstering other organizations that feed the hungry in our community. And it's such a worthy cause. And like you said, you don't think that something like a basic need of food is so needed in our community, but it is. And they're doing tremendous work. That those numbers are just astounding, to think that they're doing that every single month. That is fascinating and a great worthy cause. Now, there's an event coming up that we're talking about. That's why we're on today. The upcoming 11th annual Dancing with the Nashville Stars, which benefits Feed America First. It brings in hundreds of thousands of dollars for the organization. Chris and Kelly, tell us a little bit more about this unique event.
Absolutely. So this event is their biggest fundraiser of the year. It takes place on February 23rd. It's a Thursday night at the Factory in Franklin. And if you've seen the show, Dancing with the Stars, it's a very similar format. They I've paired up 5 local executives with amazing professionals, and they have worked with us for the last few months. And you know, it's just like the show. We get out there, we do our routine, we get judged, and then you see one of the mirror balls behind me. There's 2 mirror balls actually that get awarded though that night. So the one mirror ball is for the best dance, but then the big mirror ball is for the person that raises the most money, that goes towards the mission, obviously, to feed families right here in Middle Tennessee.
Very cool. Now, Chris, what is it like for you to participate, and why did National Dance Clubs decide to get involved?
They've been doing it for a few years now. They feel like that it's something, anytime you can help the community, especially in the rural areas here in Tennessee, they need that extra help sometimes. So National Dance Clubs was more than willing to jump in and help out. And plus, we get an opportunity to work with wonderful folks like Kelly.
Now, Chris, tell us a little bit more about your background. You have a fascinating background in dance, which spans a few decades. Talk a little bit more about that.
I've been doing it since 1996. I started into it back when country was really popular, and I noticed that ladies like to dance, and I was a single guy. So I tried to jump on that bandwagon a little bit there. And I just fell in love with it. And I saw an ad that said Country Western Ballroom. So I went in and I got hired, and that was 28 years ago now. I've taught over 30,000 dance lessons. I love to watch people grow from being shy, kind of introverted. Kelly is not those things, but a lot of people, when they come in, they're unsure. They're not sure that they can actually do it. And within just the first 30 minutes, we have them where they're moving on time to music, to simple basic patterns.
Now, Kelly, what does someone expect on Thursday, February 23rd when they attend the event? What do we see?
So it's not your typical charity fundraiser. This is not the church chicken and everybody just sits and listens to a presentation. It is, I've been to the event multiple times, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. It's so much fun. I mean, I get to dance with Chris, and we have costumes, and there's music, and the dinner's amazing. There's a huge auction that goes on, but it's just a really fun night. And it benefits, obviously, a great cause. So definitely, even if you don't know much about ballroom, never been around it, it is a really, really fun event. Very, very different than your typical fundraiser.
Very fun. And I love that it's high energy. That always brings out a lot of people that are looking for a unique event, which it truly is. And at being the 11th annual event, it obviously continues to grow each year and provide such a great opportunity for a fundraiser for Feed America First. Chris, what puts a smile on your face when you think about that big night coming up on Thursday, February 23rd?
I'm looking forward to seeing Kelly perform. She really enjoys herself, and she has a great time, and she puts herself out there. She's taken direction excellently. She basically, every time that I've said, I need you to do this, or what do you think about that? And she goes, that sounds awesome. Let's go. So there's been no hesitation about what she wants and how she wants to perform. And that excites me. I'm looking forward to seeing how it benefits everybody across the Middle Tennessee also.
And Kelly, what puts a smile on your face?
I mean, I get to dance again. Like, how fun is that? I haven't done it in so many years. And it's for a great cause. And, got our cityCURRENT fans and friends are signed up to come out, and other folks. And I'm just excited to get out there one more time. It's been a long, long time since I've danced in front of a crowd. And it's brought back a lot of fun memories. And I think it's going to be exciting.
Now talk about some of your competitors.
So we have several folks. One, Matt is right here in Franklin. He is one of our elected officials here in town and runs a marketing agency. And so Matt and I get to see each other a lot of times at practice, and he's also a Buckeye just like me. So we're excited. We're trying to bring the ball to Franklin, but we'll see. And then we've got several other folks. Callie Miner, she's in logistics. You've got Rafa Calderon. I mean, it's various folks, but everyone the thing that links us all together is that we've just kind of linked arms around this great cause. I mean, Nancy Amons is another one. She was an investigative reporter on one of the local news stations here. And again, everybody's got their reasoning, but at the end of the day, our hearts are all together in that we want to make sure that we're feeding those 35 to 40,000 families every month that need help right here in our own backyard. And so often I think, people write checks, and there's folks all over the world that need help. Absolutely. But to be able to help folks that are right here has really made this special for all of us.
Very well said. Now, Chris, like we said, you're a professional dancer, but I imagine you may still get some nervous before a big performance. Can you give away any of what some of the secrets, some of the dancing that we might see between you and Kelly?
I do get nervous every time because I always want to do well for my students and for Kelly. So I want to make sure that anytime I perform, I'm doing my best for them. The secrets that we're going to do is I think you're going to see a lot of interesting characteristics from Kelly that you normally wouldn't see. So she's gonna put on a show for you. There's no doubt about that. And when we choreographed what she wanted out of it and the songs that she picked out. So she's ready to go. If you're gonna put your money on anybody, put it on Kelly.
I'll give you a little hint. You just got to get on the train.
Yeah.
There we go. That is worth it right there. I mean, and you've got what, 4 other competitors or 5 other competitors?
There's 4 others, so it's 5 of
Okay,
us.
for others.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, what a worthy cause and a fun night. Now, Chris, talk a little bit about National Dance Clubs and what National Dance Club Franklin actually, and for those that are interested in sort of stepping out of their comfort zone, some of the things that you offer on a daily basis at National Dance Club Franklin.
Well, everyone, when they very first come in, they get the first lesson, no obligation, and to come in and try us out. We want to earn their business. They don't owe us anything. Give us an opportunity to show you what we do. We start with the very, very basics, just walking steps forward, back, and side, because what so many people do is they try to teach right up front. You can't teach right up front. You have to get the confidence up, let them feel comfortable with just basic walking and that type of thing. So many people want to step out of that comfort zone and they're afraid. But once they get in here, they start to stand up taller, they start to carry themselves better, they start to move stronger, and that self-confidence really starts to kick in.
That's tremendous. Now, Kelly, I know this is the cityCURRENT show, and you're not a stranger to cityCURRENT as the Nashville Market President. But for those that are maybe tuning in, flipping through the channel on MeTV, or they're listening on their radio right now, talk a little bit about what cityCURRENT does and what makes us unique here in the Nashville area.
So cityCURRENT is a business organization, but our goal is to connect business with community, to create really purposeful relationships that result in opportunities for collaboration and for growth. So we want the business community to thrive here, but we believe to our core that it's really through relationships. It's not through transactions. It's through getting to know each other and then ultimately trying to help one another succeed. Because when you are giving, you will receive. Business will come if you're putting yourself out there. And so that's what cityCURRENT's all about. And we do that in some pretty unique ways. We sponsor over 150 events every year in the Nashville market. Obviously, we do a lot of media, so this radio show, and then we have our television show as well. So we've got both of those mediums going on, as well as volunteerism and philanthropy. We really all believe that it's our obligation as business leaders to give back. And so we always incorporate a nonprofit in each of our large events. We do nonprofit tours very regularly. And then each year we do at least one really large scale volunteer hands-on day for all of the business community here to get involved and get passionate about, giving back to where we live, work, and where our kids go to school.
Very nice. Now, how can people help support Team Kelly? Where can people go to learn more about Feed America First and the 11th annual Dancing with the Nashville Stars event?
So you can go to feedamericaFirst.com/Kelly, and that will take you to our Team Kelly page. Every dollar that's donated is a vote, and every dollar donated provides 15 meals for a family in need right here in Nashville. They can email me at kellym@citycurrent.com, and I can get them information. And then also through Instagram, Dancing with the Nashville Stars is, it's at Dancing with the Nashville Stars. And then Feed America First has their own Instagram page as well, and they're promoting the event there.
Very cool. Now, Chris, where can people go to learn more about National Dance Club Franklin? And then talk a little bit about maybe some of the upcoming events and or classes that you have.
Every week we have private lessons, group classes, and Friday night parties. Gives everybody a chance to practice what they've been working on. We have a Valentine's dinner coming up that we do special things for that. Every Friday night we do different themes. Like this Friday night's going to be our country party. That we do, like a block party type thing, or circus, or different things, just for adults to get out and do something different than they've ever done. We have our NDC website, which is nationaldanceclubs.com. They can feel free to call us here at any point in time. We also have National Dance Clubs Franklin on Facebook. So they can call us here at the studio at any point in time, and we'd be more than happy to give them a call back.
Very good. Now, Kelly, one more time, where can people go to help support Team Kelly for the upcoming event?
So it's feedamericaFirst.com/Kelly, and then on Instagram at Dancing with the Nashville Stars.
Kelly, Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show, and good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this conversation about Feed America First and their upcoming Dancing with the Nashville Stars competition. Feed America First is a faith-based hunger relief organization based in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. where their mission is to provide food to those who feed the hungry, and every month they rescue up to 4 million pounds of fresh food from ending up in a landfill. If you struggle to find access to food or are looking for a local food pantry, we encourage you to check out Second Harvest Food Bank, East Nashville Co-op Ministries, St. Paul's Second Harvest Pantry, Bellevue Community Food Pantry, or Google Food Pantry Near Me.